In the late 80s and early 90s, most of the money for affordable housing was going into rental units. And I was not excited about building rental units, subsidized housing for people, because I felt like it was a dead end and it didn't vest people in the community. I came to the decision that I was going to work to help people into home ownership, because the more people we have vested in ownership in our community, the stronger our community will be and the more participation we'll have.
So many people think that we get funded from federal agencies or federal programs, but everything we do, we get from donations or whatever people, like in that, when you build the house, you get lots of help from different people. The most challenging part of the whole program is finding money, getting donations. I mean, it doesn't get any easier. In fact, I think it gets harder.
We try to make the homes as energy efficient as we can, because everyone's on a income or fixed income, and try to save money that way.
My name is Twyla Olson, and I've lived in St. Helens all my life. I have two girls, one's 7, the other one's 14. During the whole process, it was all so surreal, and now it got to the point, once the walls were going up and stuff, it's like, okay, this is great, this is happening. And then now, once the walls are up and the walls are painted and the fence is done, it's starting to seem surreal again. You know, I've never been a homeowner. I've always rented. It's a good feeling knowing that your kids have something to look up to you about.
Becoming a homeowner on the family, I would say the largest impact is on the children. Habitat for Humanity of Oregon did a study in 2016 on the impact of Habitat homes in Oregon, and found that the graduation rate for kids in a Habitat home is 92%, and 36% of the children go on to college. So having the stability of a home gives them hope for the future and allows them to plan. Another aspect of owning a Habitat home is it's a built-in savings plan for them. These days people don't get pensions anymore, and so to build equity in a home allows them to save money.
The stability of having a house is like bar none. It gives you the ability to to do more, in a sense. I mean, you have more opportunity in a way, where you have, because you have to have basic things to be able to go out and go spend hours doing either school or work. You have to have something to come back to, and so it's like definitely a game changer as far as like your opportunity, in a sense. So, absolutely.
The Restore has the privilege of helping in the home building process in more ways than just raising money. I would say we roughly contribute about 50% of our gross sales or so, somewhere in there, which is pretty good for retail. But in addition to that, sometimes we'll have stuff that comes into the store. Like in one house we had a whole roll of vinyl flooring that was able to do everything they needed to have done in the house. And the donor doesn't know what a contribution they made, but that saves us a lot of money in the construction of the house.
We're kind of a smaller community.
Yeah, I think
we always have been, and we've always helped out where we can.
Yeah, our community comes together for all sorts of things. And I think just knowing that you're helping build someone else's home, that you're giving something to someone that wouldn't be able to have it without Habitat, I think really touches a lot of people, even if everybody works, everybody has their schedules, but even just a 3-hour time on a Saturday that you're helping make someone's dream come true of owning a home. And that's a big deal to a lot of people. So even if they don't have a Habitat home, it's still a big deal to be a part of it and to help out, even just for a short amount of time.
Even the people that my son works for, their whole group came out and helped do the walls and put the foundation in, and it was just wonderful just to see people lend a hand, and yeah, it was kind of emotional.
We're thankful not only that we have shelter, but also that we've been given the opportunity to improve the lives of others. And in a faith-based organization, that's some of what it's all about. We appreciate the efforts of the volunteers and especially the labor of the family moving into their own home. And I love coming to Habitat Housewarming to see what's been accomplished by Habitat supporters. To see this new home and its new inhabitants is to get our reward for any contributions we have made. The joy of those now safely, comfortably housed because of that family's efforts, our efforts, and those of the other generous souls in our community.
I have here in my hand the key to your new home. Congratulations.
I remember when we came for the groundbreaking, and I remember the phone call. A lot of hard work, a lot of hours. Met a lot of nice people along the way who were willing just to help, and that's it. They were here just to help, no questions asked. I'm very grateful. My girls are very grateful, very happy. There will be a lot of memories made here, and I will never forget everybody that helped along the way make it possible, so thank you very much. Being able to provide a home for them, and it's going to be ours, is an amazing feeling. Home is where more memories are going to be built. It's where memories are going to stay. It's where my girls are going to grow up and say, this was my home, this is where I belonged. And you're just going to create most of the memories, and it's just a place you're never going to forget no matter what.